Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of MarkRushton.com. On a cold Friday, May 28th, 2021, I am done for the week with the day job, taking a little vacation time this afternoon. I throw out a quick video here called Equality of Opportunity in Music Today. Equality of Opportunity in Music Today. It was a discussion, and somebody had posted that their argument was that music does not have an equality of opportunity today. Opportunity, he says, and he was very specific. I'm not talking about outcomes. I'm talking about equality of opportunity. And I thought, man, I wish I had a time machine and I could take you back to the 80s and the 90s, back in the vinyl and the cassette days, even the early CD days, and show you the ropes, kid. Show you the ropes, right? Because what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I mean, look, I can go down, I could drive over to Guitar Center or the pawn shop and even a few Best Buys, and they've got a few instruments there, keyboards, guitars. You can even go to the fancy band instrument place, and they have some. You go to eBay all day long. There's clarinets on there for $150 if you want to play clarinet or flute or whatever. I just bought a bass clarinet with shipping and everything. Works perfectly fine. $500. It's not that much money. And if you want to learn how to play the instrument, you don't have to have $40, $50 an hour lessons, right? You can watch somebody on YouTube. You want to learn a little bit about music theory? You can watch those Rick Beato videos, and there's tons of others. Industry, how to promote your stuff, it's everywhere. Good advice. A lot of bad advice, but some good advice too. You know? And yeah, it may not be. If I go down to Guitar Center and buy the $129 brand new Chinese guitar, yeah, it's not a Martin. You know? The cheap violin, it's not a Stradivarius, but we're not starting at the top here, guys, right? But you can play it. You can learn how to play it, right? And then there's the other argument. Well, not everybody has internet. Like, what? Most people either have broadband or have access to broadband. I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about like the homeless guy living under the bridge, he probably has at least 4G in his little taxpayer subsidized phone, right? So the excuses are wearing beyond thin here. Technology, super cheap. What did I get? You can buy Fire tablets all day long on YouTube that work, $15, $20 shipped. And then you can add the Google Play Store on there and download some synthy stuff, right? Or you spend $7,500, $125 on a cheap iPad. That will, a lot of opportunity in there, a lot of apps you can play. And then, of course, all the shareware stuff on either your Windows or Apple computer. Or if you just go buy like a $99 controller or something like that, you're going to have like the maybe an early, very limited version of Pro Tools, Ableton Live, Cubase, something like that, for free. So I don't. What do you mean equality of opportunity? There's no what? Where's your argument? I don't see it. I can go buy a brand new instrument. I can learn how to play it. I can save off files. I can use a music distributor that doesn't cost anything up front, 15% on the back end. There's loads of them out there. Or if I want to pay per release, that's fine too. That's not that much money. And my gosh, I get worldwide distribution. I can eventually get royalties from countries I can't even pronounce. What are you talking about? There's no equality of opportunity with music. Are you kidding me? I did a video back in February. It got almost no views. Let's move me out of the way here. And I encountered this guy he made a comment on one of my videos, and Akin, and he's in Nigeria, and he said that he's making a certain amount of money on Pandora, which isn't even available to listen to in Nigeria. It's US only. I suppose you could use a VPN to try to listen to it that way, but he's not listening. He's distributing his music out there. And the amount of money that he made, I looked it up. I mean, Nigeria has a very low standard of living. He at just from Pandora streams, and he didn't have any hit music. He was just getting enough streams. He's released enough music out there where he was earning about 4 times the median family income in Nigeria. So he's doing all right. He's doing all right. So you want to talk about equality of opportunity? It's people around the world. What's the other complaints that are kind of along those lines? It's a lot of people that go heavily into debt in the education industrial complex for, they got to get a master's degree or a PhD in some instrument. And they've got $100,000 or more in student loans. They think they're going to teach. They think they're going to get into a symphony or something like that, maybe a show band, which is fine. There are opportunities there, but a lot of really, 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 really good players out there. Lots. A lot of people with $100,000 or more in debt and that PhD in whatever. Right? Where are the jobs, right? I think a lot of people have been misguided, They're told all along the way, oh, you're a special snowflake. Follow your heart and the money will follow, right? Or any degree is a good degree. Your parents, your high school counselors, your college and university guidance counselors, they just want your money. Well, not your parents, but everybody else, they just want your money. They want you. They would keep you in the system, and the government's perfectly happy to, oh yeah, go ahead. You're 18, 19 years old. Just sign away. Really? Did you look up any data on the Bureau of Labor Statistics for what you want to do in your area as far as that, that PhD in saxophone, right? Is there any, did you do any research on jobs available? And well, it says here that musicians earn X number of dollars. Well, how many jobs are there in Joplin, Missouri, or Boise, Idaho, or I don't know. Well, but rationalize everything. I'm not saying, but if nobody's giving you that sort of research and that data up front, maybe you should. Math is hard. Maybe you should learn a little bit of math, a little bit of programming, go into science or tech or something like that, accounting, things like that. Things where there's huge demand, good money, the trades. Oh no, you're ruining my dreams. Oh really? You want your dreams ruined? Get a couple $100,000 into debt and have no job when you get out and have to start paying back those. You want your dreams ruined. You go that route. Or you get these people that, they live in New York City to the 5 boroughs, or they live in, San Francisco. They got flowers in their hair, or London's burning. They live in any of those super expensive places. And they're like, I can't afford to be a musician with the rent here. The rent's too damn high. And you're like, well, gosh. And of course, the way everything has been here in the last year or so with regard to live music, not happening. Right? So, you sit there and then you say things like, well, maybe you shouldn't live in Brooklyn. Maybe you shouldn't live in Mendocino. I don't know. I don't know. So, and then you say, well, maybe you should move the sticks somewhere cheaper, right? And I have all my videos out there, the Real to Recon for Artists. I think I have like 22 videos out there. Yeah, they're all in Iowa because it's all about me. And eventually I'd like to have a studio outside my house of some kind, either an outbuilding, a building that I buy, perhaps in a small town, maybe something that I rent fairly reasonably. For me to, kind of have a recording space, maybe sort of have an art creation space for fine art, a private gallery, something like that. My own little, Superman cave. And I talk in there about, buying property, living in this, if you got a little bit of money coming off your art, whether it's your writing, whether it's you're selling paintings or art or NFTs or whatever, I don't care. Right. And you get music distributed around the world. You get a little bit of money coming in. You want to be giving it to the landlord in Manhattan, right? You want to live in Los Feliz? Or do you want to live, in kind of the middle of nowhere and just keep working at it? You don't have to work the day job. You get enough money coming in and you bought a building and it's not in too bad of shape and you kind of do what you want. Can it become your own little incubator? It gives you that freedom of having to work a day job. Right? So I have those videos, which hardly anybody sees. We just want everybody else's money. Yeah, nobody wants to jam a Kano. Nobody wants to jam a Kano. They want the red carpet rolled out for them. They want I don't know. So yeah, what do we go back to again here? Yes, we go back to the only rule is work. The only rule is work. If you work, it will lead to something. It's the people who do all the work all the time who eventually catch on to things. Of course, if you don't have that huge amount of debt hanging over you, like the sword of Damocles, right? Right? And what's the other thing? What's the other advice? Oh, yeah, Sandy. Oh, and no, but this is Brian Eno. If you could email your 20-year-old self about what was ahead, what would you tell him? I think I'd say put out as much as you can. Doesn't do anything sitting on a hard drive. And then there's one more here that I really like. Oh, yes. Yeah, Andy Warhol here. Don't think about making art. Just get it done. Let everybody else decide if it's good or bad. Whether they love it or hate it. While they are deciding, make even more art. Brilliant. Brilliant. So, yeah, equality of opportunity in music or the arts in general today. Yeah, I think it's, as far as music is concerned, it's about as easy as you. There's no barrier of entry, right? Unless it's such an outlier that it's not even a factor, right? Anybody can get into it, right? But to make a living from it, a lot of factors at play in there. And just I don't understand the people who have that entitled mentality of just like, I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me. All right, that's it for Friday, May 28th, 2021. I'm Mark Rushton at markrushton.com. I'm sure nobody will watch this video. I'll talk to you later. It's funny though.